Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your man, Will. I hope everybody is doing all well. Today is tax day. I hope everybody filed their taxes. But on the real, have you ever woke up in the morning and just said, I don't care anymore? I mean, not in a bad way, not in like a depressing way, but just in a way like, I don't care anymore because I need my peace. Because right now, that's where I'm at. And to be honest, it's beautiful and it's a sense of freedom. Because when you think about it, like ever since you was in high school, since you graduated, you went to college, you've been trying to build your life, do everything right, listen to your parents, take their advice, or sometimes you didn't take their advice. You listened to your dumb friends at that time, and you spent a whole lot of your years caring about a lot of things that really doesn't matter anymore. Because back then, you used to worry about what type of Jordans you wearing, what type of clothes you wearing, how your hair looks, if kids talk about you at school, or just any of that. Finding out if a girl like you or if a guy like you. You used to worry about all that type of stuff. And you take that stuff all the way to your 20s and to your 30s. And then like now, I don't care about none of that stuff. When you reach your 40s, a lot of stuff that you really cared about just does not matter anymore. Like your friendships, your relationships, all of that stuff you used to bend over backwards for. It's like now you just bend over just to fix your shoe or something. That's about the most bending that I'm doing nowadays. Like, you used to care about hanging out with your friends, talking on the phone. Now my phone barely rings, and I really don't care. Only thing I care about is my kids and close family members, stuff like that, or just genuine people in my life. But I don't mind it anymore. And it's crazy that, well, it ain't really crazy. It just is what it is. Like, I don't care about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that does not mean anything to me anymore. And when you really think about it, even like going through life, you try to get the best job, you try to get, go to school to get the best degree so you can try to make all this money, build this life for you. But then it's like you get to this point where you start taking inventory of all of the things that matter to you or really holds value in your life. You really start saying, like, does this stuff like really matter, or what is it all for? And after a while, after you make certain achievements and you accomplish certain things, you really start looking like, okay, what's next? So all the stuff that you really worried about to try to accomplish and try to get out of life, certain things just doesn't hold the same value anymore. Because you think about it, like, once you start getting up to the senior years, like in your 70s and your 80s, and you think about it, you worked your whole life to provide for your family, to get all of this stuff. And then when you get to a certain age, a lot of times you give all that stuff away. You either giving it to the Salvation Army because you got to downsize because you can't live in that big house anymore, or all your kids then moved out and you don't have a need for all of this stuff. So you done worked your whole life to accumulate this stuff that you are going to eventually give away. Or when you pass away, somebody's going to take it anyway. Because you think about all of these houses that we live in, or these apartments that we live in, at some point someone else lived in that place. Even a house that you bought. If you live in an old house, if you wasn't a person that built that house, probably about 4 or 5 other families lived in that house before you got there. And not even knowing, the history of that house, but somebody had to pass it on or sell it or something like that. I don't know, it's just something to think about. That's why a lot of things that come to my mind now I really don't care about. It's like it's not valuable to me anymore. Right now, it's all about building experiences and spending time with my family and eating good food. But to be in this rat race to worry about buying things and accomplishing all of this materialistic stuff, it doesn't matter anymore. You got to even think about work. A lot of us get jobs when we were young and we really want to climb that corporate ladder or climb and get positions at work to be a supervisor or a manager. And sometimes you get those opportunities, but then sometimes you don't. But then, so you was really driven and you were really trying to be the best. Even that will work. Now, I just want to do the best that I can do at work and go home. I just want peace. I just want not a lot on my plate, enough for me to take care of my family, be the best version of Will, and keep it moving. I don't know if this midlife crisis, but you all tell me if you all ever feel like this, but when you stop giving a fuck about stuff, excuse my language, it's really freeing. It really is. Because I can even go to an outing or a party or something like that, and when I'm ready to go, I just leave. I don't really tell people all the time. Yeah, I'll be like, hey, you know what? It's time to go. And you know what's another thing that's freeing? When you think about just not caring anymore, when you could tell someone no and not give them an excuse. Just be like, hey, my answer is no. And leave it at that. That is so freeing. And I think this is a new phase of life. Once you start getting to this age when you just stop caring about stuff. And it's really freeing. And I think a lot of people should practice not caring. I don't know, it's just something that came on my mind this morning. I just think about a lot of stuff I used to trip about and worry about. I just don't care anymore. And with the older I get, it's getting easier and easier to not care about stuff. And when you get to this point, I really think you crack the code and enter another level of life. So it's almost like a congratulations to reach this level of not caring about things and don't let things get to you. It's something, and I know a lot of people, they live their life and they always on the edge, but at this point, I think you should just start letting go, because a lot of things we care about is out of our control. So if we just stop caring about things and just let it go, as long as you prepare for certain things, everything will be all right. And don't get me wrong, I'm not just saying that, I just don't care about stuff. I mean, I care about things, but I care about things to an extent. I'm still polite. I still have respect. But as I get into this second half of living, because, I'm almost close to half a century, peace and vibrations and good vibes is more important to me now. I even worry about making money, hanging out with friends. It's mostly just having a peace of mind. It's better than to worry about a lot of stuff we used to worry about. Well, at least me, I used to worry about when I was younger. I don't know. Like I said, tell me what you all think. It's just my 2 cents. But I really think I've finally cracked the code on life by not caring about a lot of things anymore. And just taking it as it comes, having a positive outlook on life, and then just trying to be the best version of Will. And really don't even care what people think. Because a lot of times we spend a lot of time trying to explain ourselves to people that they probably won't even understand you. But you know yourself. And that's like another level of life when you start really paying attention to yourself and really understand that the wisdom and the growth that you made as an individual. Only you know that. Only you know that. You know, people are not in your thoughts every day. They're not with you every day. Only you are with yourself every day, and you know the progress that you made in your life and your thoughts and your maturity and everything else. So, I don't know, I'm just getting a little deep on this one, but just try not caring a little bit. You all see how freeing that is. But this your boy, Will. I hope y'all have a good night, and make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and make sure y'all hit that like button, and then I'll see you all on the next one. All right, peace.